Hello everyone, welcome to my master project reflection. Before starting, I would like to give a quick introduction about myself. My name is Priyanka Ambati and my student ID is 30391794 and I am the researcher for this project and also worked as the dashboard designer and the data analyst. My role include approximate cleaning of collection of data. I also consulted relevant articles for our project and extract all the relevant information. I was responsible to identify the important areas of the project that need to be most attention. I was also responsible to take notes during the meetings and upload them on Google Docs so that they can be accessed by all my group members. I would like to give a quick overview on our project, which is related to the HS Air Saloon, where we have collected 2018 to 2022 dummy data, and which is an existing business and want to extend their business with nail shop. Customers can choose wide varieties of hairstyles, which includes hair coloring, hair treatment, and therapies, etc. The purpose of this project is that there are some difficulties in running the salon properly. The client is unable to keep a record of customers, sales, staff, and services. The data is huge and he want to analyze it so that he could make some changes in his salon. The major problem is that the client has less information about the hair industry and he want to run his salon according to the latest hair market trends in order to increase his sales. The client is not a technical person, so he did not have knowledge that how to perform analysis to make new decisions. To grow his business, he want to analyze all the data related to his salon and the industry. The existing system is slow and do not provide the latest services related to the trends going on the market. Client want to visualization that can provide various insight for gathering data so that he could make changes in Salon to generate more sales. And uh, we need to create the dashboard related to the orders, staff, availability, payments, and the customers. In our project, we are using the Power BI tool using different filters and slicers to show our client based on the requirement. We also provide our client a project report which gives him a clear idea like how we worked on our project using different research papers. I use appropriate communication and analytical skills wherever required. For data analysis and data cleaning, I utilize my analytical skills to draw results from the research. I follow direct observation method or analysis. It is a method of collecting data in which a researcher simply views or listens to the subject of the research without asking specific questions or manipulating any variables. The method of direct observation is used in evaluation research or field research. I studied literatures and found useful information from using different articles. Then I cleaned the data and applied summarizing skills. I separated the useful articles and summarized them for better understanding of the project and discussed in it with my team members. This is a project timeline and the time allocation, and project start date is 21st of March 2022 and the project end date is 19 June 2022. And throughout this project we have the client and supervisor meetings every week where we used to update our weekly work, and we have completed all our tasks in 3 sprints. And this is a time allocated allocation which was done for me. There are 3 sprints that took place during this project. In sprint 1 I work for 130 hours, and in sprint 2 I work for 110 hours, and in sprint 3 I work for 140 hours. This slide shows the relevant articles, research, and literature studies carried out in this project. A literature review is a comprehensive summary of previous research on a topic. As per my role as a researcher, I managed to study extensive literatures which were relevant and authentic in order to get a better understanding of the project and gathering the data which is required for the creation of data set. And this process helped in gathering the relevant articles for the project and also in extraction of accurate and preserve information. The physical resources were read and analyzed, and on online resources as well. Online resources include reputable journals, physical resources, research articles, Google Books, and Google Scholar, Reptors, ACMs, etc. This testing phase consists of all the gathered requirements, verifications, and validations. I contributed in testing the user stories in each sprint. Altogether, we have worked on 24 user stories. All the sprints were verified and tested with each functional requirement. Once the testing was done, feedback from the client and each stakeholder was taken to make any changes. If any changes is required, then again I assigned in performing testing until it was completely verified. I create a conceptual data model as well as a relational database model using MySQL database tool and Drivo. This database contained all the necessary tables with all the necessary information. I collected up to last 5 years data and built the database. It contained all the data related to the customers of HS Hair Salon and their staff members and also the customer references. I performed normalization and I tried to normalize the tables in their best normal form. Doing this, it made easy to access the data. I created tables for relationship. Then I added the primary keys of all the participating entities as fields of tables with their respective data type. Then I declared a primary key composing all the primary keys of participating entities. Finally, I declared all the foreign keys constraints that how I mapped the data. I also assigned in writing as assisted in my SQL queries. I made sure that no failures arise. As I'm a researcher, I also worked on few user stories. In sprint one, I worked on two user story 22 and 23, where the user story 22, where the owner want to see the most number of male and female customers of the salon, and in user story 23, where the most services availed by the male and female customers. In Sprint 2, I worked on other two user story 5 and user story 10, where the manager want to view the number of monthly future-based bookings schedule that will be helpful to manage the staff, where it shows a future prediction for the next coming months. In user story 10, the manager want to know the number of quarterly cancellation bookings. In Sprint 3, I was working on user story 9 and user story 16. In user story 9, the owner want to see the average weekly sales of the salon, where we have a dashboard which shows the weekly sales from Monday to Tuesday to Wednesday, and Tuesday has the highest sales and where Wednesday has the least sales. And in user story 16, the owner want to view the different services that were provided by the hair salon and where the haircut has the highest number of sales compared to all other services. The unique things which I have learned while working with the internal or external data, I made sure it is always coming from the primary source. I use the most relevant published versions of the data available, and I tried my best to verify that the sources are chosen are relevant, legitimate, and as unbiased as possible. During the project, at the end of each sprint, testing was performed from which I have learned how to write test cases and how to perform testings and pass the test. I also learned how to extract relevant data from huge piles of information. And what I have most learned in this project is uh, the opportunity to analyze the requirements of the relevant client and provide the solutions according to the accordingly. And I also have the opportunity to learn and experience many things from this project, like working with different roles. And my main role was researcher, but I also worked as a dashboard designer and the business analyst, where it has helped me to learn more things while working with this project. And the best thing is like preparing the promo made me think creatively to tell about the real world problems. And it made before giving the project demonstration, it helped us create like how to explain our views in a small video. And taking the feedback or supportive from the supervisor and client of the university has helped us, which I like the most in this project. The things which I have least in this project is that or the ideas to this course is that working on this project was a great opportunity, and to learn the new things in this course. The area in which this course need improvement is that there should be more tool specific knowledge. I found less knowledge related to the tools and their usage, because we have learned about these tools, about the analytical tools in our previous courses, where uh, some gap was there while working with this project. More knowledge about the tools could have saved our time, and we could have used the tools in a better way than we used in this project. And also coming to our team, the teams could have been more professional during regular meetings, where most of the people don't show up when the meetings were conducted, and which is a drawback for us during the team meetings. And it would have saved us more time if everyone has attended the meetings. This is an individual reflection of my project from my side. Thank you.